morning, family. Welcome to another episode of The Purpose Experience. Whew, people texting me this early in the morning. Today is another day to live out my purpose and to give it 120%. Come on, say it again. Today is another day to live out my purpose and to give it 120%. I do apologize for the slight delay. I saw some announcements this morning that I wanted to make sure that I added in. How are you doing this morning? How are you feeling? You already know. Go ahead, write it in the chat. Gratitude changes everything. What do we say to do every day? Come on, we have to express our gratitude. What are you grateful for today? Expressing gratitude absolutely brings an increase in joy and happiness in our lives. I am grateful. Let's see. Yesterday was a jam-packed day. So I am grateful to have made it through that day, to have executed on a lot of tasks, and to I have gotten a good approval on the presentation I'll be doing tomorrow for P.S. DuPont Middle School. So that's exciting. I'm excited. I'm going to be practicing all evening, preparing for that to make sure that the information comes across how I need. And I have to figure out what I'm going to wear. I don't know if I really want to, dress down and be totally comfortable or dress up and be more presentable. I just don't know. Y'all give me your suggestions. I'm meeting with parents. We're having to keep it real, informative session, but there's also going to be, some higher ups there. Can I dress down or do I need to dress up? Y'all tell me. Let's go ahead to our scripture for today. And it says, "My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friend." And that's John chapter 15, verses 12 through 13. And we're also going to read Proverbs chapter 18, verse 24. "There are friends who destroy each other, but a real friend sticks closer than a brother." How many people got real friends today? Come on now. And are happy about your real friends. Ain't nothing like it. So let's go ahead to our announcements, because I wanted to make sure. I saw a couple this morning I wanted to make sure. But first, remember, if you are free on August 14th and 15th, Dale and Lee Haven churches are having a tent extravaganza community event. So on Saturday the 14th from 12 to 4 p.m., bring out the youth. They're going to have vacation Bible school, food, games, prizes, Live for Jalen project, and book bag giveaway. And then on the 15th, which is Sunday, they're going to have the outdoor community tent service, good preaching, good music, and there's a treat for all who attend the Sunday service. And again, that is right in Middletown at 143 East Lake Street. So go ahead, take the family, have a great time. And then I was talking to my good friend Maja yesterday, and she said, "Good morning, Miss Wendy," that there is a concert this Friday, right? And the crazy part is it's not on this flyer, but I remember what she said. This Friday at 7 p.m. at the Resurrection Center. And it's the special guest gospel recording artist James Fortune, Pastor Mark Collier, and Justin Powell, Delaware's own Justin Powell. So if you're looking for a good time this Friday, go ahead to the Resurrection Center and hear you some good music. And then we're going to go on down the timeline. August 21st, Saturday, August 21st is actually Dunleaf Day. So if you guys know, that is where my church is located, and it is Dunleaf Day, big community time back. And they're going to have a 5-on-5 basketball tournament from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., as well as, I'm sure, other vendors and events and food and everything there. And then there's going to be the back to school giveaway. So this flyer kind of highlights that they need the donations. They're still collecting the donations until August 14th. And if you want the details, just inbox me. I can send it to you. But the cool thing is, at Dunleaf Day on the 21st, they are going to be giving away the supplies. First come, first serve. So they have computers, calculators, backpacks, bikes. Like, whoo, goodness, I want to go back to school. So bring your children, if they need the supplies, this is the time where we're getting our kids ready for back for the year. So bring them out. Look here, August 21st, y'all might as well just go ahead to Dunleaf and have a good time with the family and get what you can. Good morning, Dorita. So this morning, oh, y'all, that son of mine, the one who I took his room, if y'all remember, he is just amazing me. Okay, so we're coming. So yesterday I said, you want to go to the gym with me? He was like, no. Then he was like, yeah, I would like to come. And I was so proud of him working independently on his own in the gym, doing his thing. This is a big step for us. And then we're leaving and I'm like, oh my goodness, what are we going to talk about tomorrow morning on the show? He said, how about you just talk about life? I said, well, what about it? And I told him, I said, well, he said goals and stuff. I said, we kind of already talked about that. He said, what about socialization? I said, well, hold on now. He said, yeah, who people kind of talk with, who they have in their network. I said, come on now. I said, and kind of a light bulb went off. And I thought about how as you walk in your purpose, as you walk into your destiny, and I don't know about you, sometimes I feel like if I was just in this other circle, or if I just knew someone that knew how to do this, that could help me in my journey, or if I was connected to this person to help them in their journey. So a lot of times on the show, we talk about having your support network and them cheering you on. But today we're going to talk about encouraging you to branch out, to go and network, to expand those who you have around you, who you seek advice from, support from, everything. And it's not just for those people in the work world and entrepreneurs. Even when I think about the work that we're going to be doing soon with our church, it's going to take networking and talking with other churches and other experts in order to achieve what we want. So think about an area in your life where you're like, gosh, I just don't know how to do that. And think about the fact that somewhere out there is a human who knows how to do that. And we know a lot of times it's only about degrees of separation, correct? So we want to really encourage you today to branch out and build those networks. And the thing, what we're going to talk about today, you don't need resources. You need to be resourceful, right? Rita said, love this. Go ahead, son. I know, right? I love the babies. Look, he is blowing me away. I'm gonna have to do a whole praise report testimony on how he is showing up. I'm save that for maybe tomorrow or Thursday. So one thing when we're building these networks, we want to diversify your networks. So for me, typically, if I go to a conference or a training, we know I'm going to be with other therapists and social workers. But think about if you were to branch out and maybe totally outside the box, maybe go to a tech conference, go to a conference that's outside of your field, maybe for if you're like in baking, don't think about just the baking part. Maybe go to a marketing conference and kind of, even though it's outside of your wheelhouse, you're meeting those people that could assist you in the future. So for example, if I signed up to go to a tech conference, I would be so uncomfortable. I definitely wouldn't know anyone, but that would be my chance to be brave, to show up and converse with other people who know totally different things than anything my brain typically thinks about. Is this making sense? Think about an area in your life where you're like, I really want to learn that, or I really want to understand how this happens. Put yourself in the environment with the people who know how it happens. I always say, well, especially with like celebrities and those who are wealthy, please just let me sit in the room with you, right? Let me network with you and get that knowledge from you. Same concept. Be around those who maybe have a wealth more of knowledge than what you do. So we want to think, come on, write it down, put it in your notes. Diversify your networks. How this week, this month, this year, can I get outside of my normal realm house and meet those people that can offer something that I don't know in another area? Rita is resourceful. Come on now. She said, get him to come on the show when you come back. Or you got that right. Come on now. I like that idea. Then you want to give as much as you expect. So after you have branched out and facilitated these new relationships, you want to make sure that you're adding value, that you're not just going into the relationship kind of being like a creep. You know how some people you could just tell you don't really want my friendship. You just want what I know. No, don't go into that. Be genuine. Forge a true relationship with people and give unto them as much as you expect from them, because that facilitates a good, working, genuine, we in this together type relationship. Good morning, Miss Lashia. Good morning, friendship. Right? And then you want to commit to your relationship. So a lot of times we'll find when we forge these networking things, you kind of just let it go by the wayside. Well, no, you want to stay in communication. You want to check in and see what that person needs. Even there's times when I go on different panels, or I've met a lot of people through Zoom, right? And this goes to our next one too: revive the relationships. So I'll just shoot them an email if we haven't spoken in a while, just checking in. How you doing? Because how many people before you've met an amazing person, you're like, this is an awesome person, I'm so glad we connected, and then time goes by and you didn't do anything to facilitate that relationship, to keep it pushing and to keep it going. You want to revive relationships. Send a quick text or email today to that person you met a while ago and you thought it was going to be a good connection. You knew you guys could do some powerful things together, but it just went bloop because you didn't, give it time. You didn't give into the relationship. So shoot a message today just to revive the relationship. And I like this tip right here. It's a networking cheat sheet. So I know a lot of us, especially now that things are, opening back up, closing back down, I'm not too sure. You're going to be in these situations where, and a lot of people have trouble when you get in a room, like, how should I start a conversation? What can I say? Just go up, introduce yourself, be yourself. Ask them questions about themselves. People like to talk about themselves. Be a giver. Listen actively. That means, repeating back what you heard the person say, and follow up. Come on, this is a good cheat sheet. Be yourself, be a giver, ask questions, listen actively, and follow up. Now, we can do that to facilitate these relationships. Again, we are being resourceful, and we want to make sure that we recognize that through these relationships, through this building, we're going to have shared knowledge. We're going to have new opportunities. I'll tell you this. It was probably 3-4 years ago. I went and the business was just starting out, and a school in Middletown they were having a mental health conference. And you go to these things to network, talk with parents, talk about your services, and it's all free. And I went and I'm just talking, being my regular self. And I met one of the administrators there and told her, some of the things I like to do. And she said, why don't you come back and do a girl workshop? She was like, I can't pay you, but one day I will repay you. And I said, you know what? It doesn't even matter, because y'all know when it comes to the kids, it's coming from the heart, right? So I went, blew it out the park. The girls loved it. Now, trickle down to current day. She is a head principal. Where am I going tomorrow? At PS DuPont. And who did she call to come present to the parents? This would be my second time presenting. Then again next week. And then she tells her other principal friends about me. So they're calling saying, hey, we need you to come. And it's just a beautiful thing. All because I showed up. I was myself. I was a giver. I asked questions, and now the resources, it's all coming back to me. Set up what you want in the atmosphere. Miss Wendy said, yes, I met people on the first class I took with the W, right? And in the Women's Business Center class that she went to last week. She wants to continue to facilitate those relationships, because you also never know how you can team up with these other people. Or, for example, Brandon had an amazing idea, friendship, for event for girls each and every Saturday coming up in the next coming months. And he's going to have to pull from different resources and connections that he knows. Facilitate relationships. She said, you planted a seed. I know, right? And remember that, again, this will be these Connections will bring different referrals, increase confidence. Remember, we're not just talking about in the work world, in the entrepreneur world, in any kind of avenue in your life, whether it be with church, with you having maybe a party and you need to pull different resources and people you know. Make these connections. Step outside of your comfort zone. Be brave and go ahead and talk to some people, right? Is this making sense? All right. Make sure you share this out. We want to be resourceful and build relationships. Now, as promised, come on, get your hands ready, because I'm gonna wait and see. It's gonna be based on, I have a $25 Wawa gift card giveaway. So if you need gas in your car today, if you like that good old coffee, if you got to get your sandwich, your lunch today, $25. And if you have Cash App, I can just Cash App you $25 as well. But we're going to have our giveaway for today as promised. So here is the question. And it's going to be the first person that I see writes the answer in the chat. Okay. What are give me 3 things that I encourage you to do daily. 3 things that on the purpose experience I encourage you to do daily. Let's see what y'all got. Think about it. I ain't gonna give no hints. Just write it in the chat if you would like to win the giveaway, and it's gonna be the first one that I see, the first answer I see come up on here. Again, 3 things, no problem, Miss Lashia. Make sure you out there networking. 3 things that I encourage you to do daily. Come on. Be authentic, live your purpose, be kind. Look at y'all. So Brandon, he is the first one, because we talked about authenticity in our show. Of course, it's the purpose experience, so we live in our purpose. And about 2 weeks ago, we talked about being kind and pouring into others the same way that you want. Friendship is the winner, right? Oh, Doretha, your answer is slightly wrong. She said, pray, give 100%, and what are we grateful for? Who can help her out there? 120%. Go ahead, y'all. Y'all are great. So Brandon is the winner for today. Don't worry, I'm giving out a prize tomorrow and Thursday. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Share this out. Talk to you later. Bye.